Hello, welcome to the University Center of the Mountains Cool Career Session. Today we are meeting with folks from Hazard Community and Technical College and Lindsay Wilson and UK to talk about social work bachelor's degrees, as well as a bachelor's degree in human services and an associate applied science in human services. I'm Deronda Mobellini. I'm the executive director of the University Center of the Mountains, and we are the higher education transfer center located on the Highway 15 campus of Hazard Community and Technical College. But of course, we serve our CRAD region. We have several counties, and we go out to our different campuses and go out to our different high schools to meet with our students, work with our students, and I often take my partners, some of whom you're meeting today and seeing today. So just keep in mind that one of our, well, I should mention our umbrella concept here is transfer. And about 50% of the students in this country are recognizing that an affordable, accessible option toward a bachelor's degree is to go to a community college first. That's still the best deal in town in terms of tuition, smaller classes, and so on and so forth. So certainly the UCM facilitates and supports that. So our students come into HCTC. Might be folks who've been out of school for a while and come back to the college for that matter, but they come back into HCTC because they know they want to go on and get a bachelor's degree, or they even want to go on to graduate school. So they're using the community college as their stepping stone toward that bachelor's degree. So the UCM is here to help with that. We provide the advising, help students select the correct classes so they stay on track. We put our students in contact with the correct advisor or that partner, such as Ms. Robinson and Ms. Williamson, both of whom you'll meet today. And they're there to work with our students, assist with them, and keep you on track. So that being said, let me just very briefly pop through and tell you who you're seeing on your screen right now. Billy Robinson has an office here in the UCM, and she is with Lindsay Wilson College. And she's been with the UCM for many, many years, very experienced in working with our transfer students. And she does financial aid, does counseling, teaches. She's a one-woman Lindsay Wilson show, as I like to say, and she's a great person for our students to work with. And also on your screen, you should see Jessica Williamson. And Jessica is our University of Kentucky partner, and she has an office here, visits in the UCM, but her main office is up on the University of Kentucky's Center of Excellence in Rural Health building, right next to the Hazard ARH Hospital, right here in Hazard. So again, you can, all these ladies, all these folks are right here, and you can access these programs and continue this work without leaving home, if that's something you chose to do. And then finally, I'm going to introduce Mavis Clements. She's Hazard Community and Technical College faculty, and she's also the program coordinator for the Human Services program. But I want to go back through and let each one of these ladies introduce themselves a little bit more fully, just tell you a little bit about what they do. Mavis, can we start out with you? And you need to unmute your mic.
Hi, I'm Mavis Clemens. I'm the Human Services Program Coordinator here at Hazard Community and Technical College. We offer an Associate Applied Science in Human Services, and you can also obtain 5 different certificates with us if you choose.
Good. And Billy, let's pop up to you, but unmute your mic.
My name is Billy Robinson, as Deronda said, and I am with Lindsay Wilson College on the Hazard campus. We currently have a hybrid Bachelor's of Arts in Human Services on our campus now, and we also offer it online.
Ms. Jessica.
Hi, my name's Jessica Williamson. I'm an academic coordinator for the University of Kentucky's College of Social Work at their Hazard campus. There we offer a bachelor's in social work and a master's in social work. Our bachelor's program, you currently come in person 1 day a week for that. And then our master's program is moving from hybrid to all online. So it's very convenient for people who work. I actually am a graduate of the MSW program, and I can say I received a quality education right here in Hazard. And it's a really great program if you're interested in working with people, helping others.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, and next thing I want to do, because we're talking cool careers today, so one of the concepts here is, a lot of times students will hear about a particular bachelor's, but they don't really know what that means, what that involves. If they went into that career and went into the workforce, what would they be doing? What kind of jobs, careers can they get with that degree? Can they get work in this area? Do they need to think about moving to Lexington, Louisville, Knoxville, Cincinnati? What are the parameters? So let's start with kind of thinking our stepping stone pathway. Let's start with Mavis. Let me just tell us a little bit about the kinds of jobs, careers that students could possibly get with that associate in applied science degree, or by taking classes through your particular program, Mavis. And make sure you unmute.
Hi. So with our program, you're basically going to learn about what the helping profession is. And this is basically where you just learn the skills needed to assist clients with meeting any of the needs they may have. So like it could be educational needs, resources in the community, housing, food assistance, help with problem solving, and you may submit a referral for a client to help them with services and improve their lives. A lot of what we do is we help identify the problem the client is having, we set goals for the problem, and then we use, strategies to help them reach their goal. And there are some specific skills that you may need with this profession, and that's going to include good communication skills, being a good listener, being compassionate with people, and also being able to help them solve their problems.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the jobs that you can get in this area, and there are lots of jobs with the AAS in Human Services, is a peer support specialist, a support specialist, a recovery coach, outreach specialist, family peer support coordinator. You could work as an advocate for people or in prevention. And so some of the organizations you may work at would be community health organizations, substance abuse centers, the court system, nursing homes, community ministries. It's just endless, and you can work with any population you would like to as well. Many of our students, though, they go on and obtain a bachelor's degree. And this opens, more doors for different jobs. So we have partnerships with UK and Lindsey Wilson here on the Hazard campus. And many of our students just seamlessly transfer from HCTC into one of these institutions to obtain, a higher degree.
And I mentioned that, I should throw out the point that physically speaking, Mavis's office is right here in the UCM, the same area where my office is, and right across the hall from her is Billy Robinson's office with Lindsey Wilson, and then right down from that's our UK office where you can sometimes find Jessica, or of course she's at the Center for Excellence. So these folks know each other, they work well together. So when I say team advising, I truly mean that team advising, and my partners here take really good care of our students. So let me pop in over to Billy, and same question. So if a student comes to Lindsey and gets that bachelor's, what kinds of jobs are they looking at as they go out into the world with that degree?
Well, the Human Services degree is such a broad degree that it covers a lot of different areas that you can work in. It's not specific to just one area or the other. Our degree the focus is actually on mental health. We have students that are working in all of the mental health agencies, KRCC, KVEC, NECO, foster care agencies. We also have students that are in social services. They're either field agents. We've got some that have gone on and have gotten the masters that are actually program directors. Just about any agency that is a helping profession is what Human Services degree will be used in. Your rehabs, your mental health rehabs, drug court, advocacy. The list is amazingly long.
Mm-hmm.
And the demand is amazingly huge.
Mm-hmm.
Having the in human services, you're not going to have to worry about not having a job, because unfortunately, as long as people have problems, you're going to have a job. But we have many different areas that our students do work in, and that that you will be able to get jobs in. Those are just a few. I mean, nursing homes is another one. The rehabs, the Suboxone methadone clinics are some of the newer ones that have come in. The degree can take you into it opens a lot of different doors.
Okay, thank you, Billy. And let's pop down to UK for the bachelor's in social work, because that's a little bit different bachelor's. Certainly Billy's, because it says human services, and that's services, and it's very much, I know when I see Lindsay Wilson students, and they do actual projects out in the communities where they're taking classes. So this program's been serving our community for over a decade in terms of some of the different classes the program students do. And so service is a very important part of who and what they are and what they do. And I've seen that in practice. But I know there's a little bit of that ties into the social work, but how's that a little bit different? Or tell me a little bit about the jobs, Jessica, that a student might look toward, or what kinds of locations or places they might be working with bachelors from your program.
Okay, there's actually over 165 career options with a social work degree. Of course, those are going to vary depending on, if you have the bachelor's, master's, or doctorate. But we have social workers in higher education, criminal justice, gerontology, community outreach. Policy is a big one. Administration, substance misuse, school social work, medical social work. I mean, just like Billy said, it's very broad depending on what your interest is. And the good thing about our bachelor's degree is it is a generalist degree. So you're getting that foundation to work with people, and then you kind of choose where you want to go with that. With your electives, we do have certificate programs. So, it just depends on what you want to do. And like Billy said, unfortunately, we do have to have social workers and human services professionals because, substance misuse issues are on the rise. Mm-hmm. And now all this stuff with COVID, people need those services. Mm-hmm. So extremely broad. Definitely will not have difficulty finding a job. Most of our students, if not all of them, have a job before they even graduate out of their senior practicum.
Okay, thank you, Jessica. And let me ask you, both of you, I guess while we're here with you for a moment, Jessica, and then we'll pop back up to Billy, in terms of about your program. What kinds of classes should they take at HCTC?
So I always recommend getting those general education courses, and that fulfills your UK core, of course. And you need to take those introductory human services classes, so 101 and 102, and you have to get at least a B in those courses in order to transfer. You also need an introductory level sociology class, psychology, biology, and American government just to apply for the program.
Okay. I'm just pulling up the web page here so students can see the UCM web page, but the link to the UK Center. And there's Jessica's picture and her contact information. And Ms. Billy, same thing. What kinds of classes do you recommend that students specifically make sure that they take at HCTC if they're preparing for your program? And make sure you unmute your mic.
That helps.
It does.
We hope to see our students come in with their fully Gen Ed certified, having their Gen Ed requirements met, or they can come in as category certified. There is 7 areas that students have to, actually the classes that they have to take, and they have to pass them with a C. And that is we do require a religion class because we're Methodist affiliated. Your basic public speaking, that will transfer in, but we do honor the interpersonal, your English 101, English 102, general psychology, developmental psychology, and I think that is it as far as those classes go. But what I look for when I'm looking at a transcript is to see if they are fully certified or category certified, and then that's sent to main campus and they'll do an evaluation. They'll send that back to me. I'll give that to the student. They take it to their HCTC advisor, and they can go, they can work with them on getting the needed classes, if any is needed.
Okay, very good. And let me pop back, and as we start to wrap up, and I'll ask you, Mavis, to get to, just to kind of move us forward. Anything else that I should have asked you all, or anything else, other additional information that you want to share with our high school students who are listening to this particular presentation?
Hi, this is Mavis again. The only thing that I would add is that I've built really good relationships with our community partners like Billy and Jessica, and that sometimes the transfer process can be overwhelming, but I will help a student make that connection with those individuals for whatever college they want to attend. So we're there to help them through the process all the way.
Thank you. Jessica, same thing. Anything else that you want to mention? Anything I should have asked you?
No, I think you covered it. I mean, like Mavis said, I appreciate the partnership that we have. I know that I can always contact you all if I have specific course questions, or if a student still needs a community college class and they're in the program. So I think it works out really well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's a good point too. Quite often a student may even already be in the bachelor's degree program, but there are one or two freshman, sophomore level courses they need, and Billy and you both are very good about sending those students back to me or Professor Helen Brunty, who's the career transfer counselor here in the UCM. We've got counselors, advisors available to assist our students in picking up any of those general education courses they may need, because that helps the students. It's a significant tuition savings for that particular student. And this is one of the things my partners here are just so good about doing, and looking at what's best for that individual student. Billy, anything else that you want to add to the discussion?
Yes, I do. When students are graduating high school, they may not be completely decided on which way they want to go. And I strongly suggest that students, I don't know that you can come in right now, but you can always call the UCM, call the partners there, give us a call. We have time to sit and talk to you and explain things, and go to each one. Have your be able to make your decision by being informed of everything. And there is so many choices in the UCM. I think you would be pleasantly surprised. Have your parents talk to them, because they're initially part of this too. But just, get all of the information you can get before you decide, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Make sure it's something that you want to do, and that it's where you want to be, because education is time and it's money, and you want to get the most bang for your buck in the least amount of time.
Exactly. Good points. And that's a good closing point to wrap up on. Like Billy was saying, I always encourage students when they come in to shop around. We have Morehead State University, Eastern Kentucky University. I have many more. I have 10 partners altogether. And then of course KCTCS and Hazard Community and Technical College. But in terms of my four-year college university partners, we have those. And again, keep in mind both of these programs as well have master's degree options. So when the UCM was first started, our focus was very much on encouraging and providing improved access to bachelor's degree attainment. We have grown beyond that. That's an important piece, but also graduate degree and a level work. And so we have students who are moving on, and we want to make sure our students in Eastern Kentucky, our citizens, have access to these educational opportunities if they choose to explore those. So thank you all for your attention today, and just keep in mind a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, if you are thinking about, I may want to transfer and I am going to go to HCTC, and I remember that one presentation I watched, but I don't remember all the details. Yeah, that's fine. Just ask your counselor, your high school counselor, check with your person who, I'm Deronda Mobilini, but maybe ask them if you need that name again, and feel free to start with me and we can talk for a few minutes and I can very quickly figure out, oh yes, you're talking about Billy's program or Jessica's program or Mavis's program, and I'll get you connected to, or one of the other programs, I'll get you connected to that appropriate advisor so you can get started with your planning. And as Billy was suggesting, over the summer, if you like, pop in with a friend, family member, set up a virtual meeting like this if you want to talk a little further. And again, just have fun shopping around and exploring, because there are all kinds of wonderful opportunities, career opportunities out there for you all. And we just want to make sure you're aware of all of those. So thank you so much. Hopefully we'll be seeing you in the UCM at some point, and you all have a good academic year. Thank you.